Okay, the variation on the tapping here. So, in addition to doing, how it's written, something else you can do, like when you finally get to a speed that starts to get a bit challenging, but still in control, is just loop it. Or even do it without a metronome. Just over and over again. And the more comfortable you feel, you might start to naturally speed up or slow down when you start getting a bit tired. But just doing something like this is great, even without a metronome. This way you're just drilling it over and over. And then slow it down when you need to. Start feeling more comfortable with it again. Just start speeding up. So that's a totally fine thing to do. Doesn't always have to be with the metronome. The metronome is to, well, you know what it is. But yeah, sometimes doing it without the metronome is okay. Sometimes it's necessary. You could also do it with a metronome where you just do it for a long time. You get to a speed that, again, it's starting to be challenging, but still in control. And you just keep that metronome at that speed, and then you just do a ton. If you can have that on while maybe watching a show, like a 20-30 minute video, then you can just stay on that speed the entire time. So yeah, like 20 to 30 minutes, the same speed, non-stop as much as you can. Of course, sometimes fatigue is going to set in. You need to shake your hands out. But that's something I call the Cheers method, because I tried that out while watching an episode of Cheers, and it seemed to do the trick. I don't remember what it was I was working on, but I just kept the same speed the whole time and played basically nonstop for a whole episode. It's like, well, let's call it the Cheers method. That's talked about in the Metronome Method ebook. So that's something that you can do to really, really try and bust through a plateau. But all right, let's play it at some different speeds here, including some really fast ones. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, 1, 2, 3. One, two, 1, 2, 3. One, two, 1, 2, 3. And this is as fast as that metronome goes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you get past that 240, then you can go back to doing the triplet way again. And let's see. You could just focus on one bar at a time. And he's talked about going back to the first bar. So maybe instead of getting the first bar up to speed and then adding the second, do each bar separately. So make sure you can do the first bar on its own. Let me pull that up. Okay. So, in fact, you can even just do this much too. Get that down. Add a little bit that way. Just be able to get that. And then, the full bar plus the next note. The other thing you can do is just, once you get that first bar up to the 240 mark, do lots of repetition with it. Just over and over. Make sure you hear it all. And then, work on getting, just work on that part there. And then the full bar plus the next notes. And then just loop the thing. So you can do that before you, so get each individual bar up to speed on its own. Even just that amount would be fine too. So that's a good thing. So yeah, make sure you can do that up to speed, and then this amount up to speed, and then just loop that just to drill the ever-living hell out of it. Get that up to speed, get that up to speed, drill the ever-living hell out of it. So same thing for each bar, just like half of it, and then the full thing, then drill it. And then after going through each individual thing, then you can start putting, extra stuff together. Even just doing that much. Maybe that's always a good step right there. Just trying to get that. Or maybe it's the transition that gets you, and you just need to focus on this. You can practice going back and forth like that. So I'd imagine that could be something that's getting you, is the transition itself. I'm just making a guess here, but it would make sense, because where would people tend to have the hardest time? It's that transition, because now you got to focus on moving your hand and changing the frets. And then so when you do start working on improv practice stuff, you got the stuff that was given yesterday, but if you want to throw in tapping and whatnot, little burst of things. Wait a minute, that's kind of what I was doing on some of the riffs I was showing you yesterday. Just a quick little burst to something there. Let me use that track, or just the improv part. Kind of show you what I'm talking about. So I'll put it at the 50% speed though. little bursts here and there, so you can just focus on a full improv session of just tons of tapping to get more used to it and just see what you come up with. Um, yeah, I think that about covers it all. So, any questions come up, let me know, and I will see you again next week.